You got this book?
Let me see. Okay, I guess we're back in. Oh yes, Mark Dvoretzky. I
Yo,
got that one.
I have a whole collection here, man. I got a box behind me full of books, yo.
Oh, oh, Coach. I mean, yeah, I had this one.
All right, guys, we are
Okay, we'll get
back.
back in, and
Coach Logan says Lasker for the longest title.
full of them. What did Coach Logan said about it?
He went with Lasker.
He went with.
He went with Lasker. Lasker.
No, it wasn't Lasker. So a little bit way after Lasker. A little bit way.
All
Four
right, Jonathan.
times
Jonathan. A
at the
little
second
bit
person.
after or way after? You're saying two things.
Um, oh, that's the Lasker championship of
But it's a little
maybe
or a lot. You know, you're saying both.
20 years, maybe later, or something like that, around after Lasker was world champion.
Well, I'm gonna be world champion. All right.
Okay,
Over
so we have
1500. I went
Simone,
back. Yeah, I went back to those guys.
Simone and Aban in this game. So, oh, so Simone had an attack breakthrough, coach. Breakthrough.
Yo.
So, winning for Simone.
Oh yeah, what happened? Whoa, what happened there? She broke through Avant.
Yeah,
Let me see
this
what happened
position.
there.
And yeah, I'm trying to, but they're playing defense.
Simone. So Rook F3. Did you
Very
see the
strong
move
player.
she had to play though? She had to go Bishop C1.
Bishop C1. Yeah, because there was like,
Wait,
it
but
doesn't seem.
Avant was up a whole rook. What happened?
Yeah.
Oh, he hung
Oh,
his
no, no.
queen. Yeah, he was up a whole rook. What are you talking about? He hung his queen. He went Queen C3 and she took it. Oh man. All right.
Oh, that's what happened. Yeah. Because the truth is what we discussed. Remember, if there's no light
Yeah.
square bishop, this attack is not going to look likely to work. And then you
Right.
see Aban's queen has access to the B1H7 diagonal. So it kind of brings protection, even from the queen side. Every now and then, a few moments needed. So, yeah. Let's just go over another game, but this was a, oh my goodness. Let's see Rosie and Noah.
That's a matchup. That's been a matchup for the past 2 years, man.
Mm,
I think I've seen those two play more than anybody in this room. Rose versus Noah. So it looks like Noah's up a pawn, but Rosie's trying to put pressure on him. The F3 pawn is a little weak.
yeah.
For some reason, I don't. It's not really working. The online. Oh, there we go. Now it's working. I think.
Interesting game in this. 3 points. I mean, white is up a pawn is like a double pawn, but I'd rather be white. I'd rather be white here for sure. I think that the black is not taking advantage out of the kingside position. And regular normal moves like b4, get the bishop to b3, and then try to see if it can push e5, e6 could be okay. I don't see how black could get something out of this. So for sure, I'd rather be white.
Hmm. All right. Let's see a different game. This one has a long way.
Queen
How about we
e3.
take a look at the last guy? Oh, they just finished. Forget it.
Which one? You want to see Hussein or let me see Whitney and Jude really quick. So what's going
Yeah,
on here?
I was looking for Bavia, I think, and Nicholas Bear, but they finished.
Yeah.
So what was the answer to your question, Johnny? I don't think anybody in the chat got it.
It's Paul Karras.
Paul
Paul
Carey.
Karras, yes. It was like 4 times he finished second place in the world candidates. So he never like literally had the chance to go over there and challenge a world champion. He was an amazing
Okay,
player,
okay.
one of my actual favorite players. And
Why?
he was a great E4, E5 player. He was at some point at the top of his career, but never kind of like when he was at the top of his career, but did not have that chance to of the luck that sometimes requires. But he was such an amazing player. And the truth is that if you want to learn a lot of chess, you looking at Paul Kerr's biography and the books that he wrote about the games, his games are like amazing. So I highly recommend this as a biography book for anyone who's interested. I don't know. I mean, like a lot of players have been like a lot of people are a fan of certain world champions. Like they'll be. I mean, I'm not saying like Bobby Fischer, which I'm saying Bobby Fischer. Of course, he was amazing. A lot to learn, but there were players like Botvinnik, which I believe are so much to teach about chess, and that people should definitely look at him. So I think Mikhail Botvinnik was a very, very amazing player to learn from.
About Vinnick. I think also Capablanca was a great player to learn from,
To
like
learn,
middle game
yeah, yeah,
strategies, especially.
yeah.
He's
Capablanca was
actually
a
one of my favorite players that I
but
go to for middle game strategies.
yeah, I like no, but for me, for Zenek, I think he gave so much to the chess game. Paul Karras was amazing for me. I mean, I have a weird selection of players that probably wouldn't make the top of anybody. Like right now, these days, maybe a few people are starting to see. For example, if you ask me what's the player the most impressive from most of the generations lately, was for me it was Vladimir Kramnik. That's my point. I think Vladimir Kramnik and Anand, they were like totally amazing players. I like watching Boris Gelfand a lot. I think you watching Gelfand play games, you can learn so much of just watching. Like a lot of people becomes crazy watching Firuza. And I think he's great. I'm not saying don't get me
He's
wrong,
very
but
good.
he's amazing. But it's okay. I'd rather watch Boris Gelfand myself. I think too much to learn. And certain players also you can learn a lot from them. Certain players they change their style with time. Like for example, Nakamura was such a sharp guy, and now he is such a how do you say classical player after the years, and but it is what it is. So, Coach, I think that we made it for today. I think we did comment some of very good few games. I think we did watch some few tournament games. We're ready to. I have my few couple selection of games. We're going forward to see when Sam is going to come. I advise everybody, remember, Coach Alex, Coach Figue is going to be analyzing the games today at 6 p.m., 6:30 p.m. So once you're done playing the games, please tell your kids and everybody to try to tune Coach Alex and learn about analyzing when going over your games. Okay, guys? So please, uh, uh, it is what it is, and let's just work. I'm very happy to see you, Coach.
Yes,
See,
likewise. We'll be back tomorrow at 11:30 for the rapid game. So please be here.
be here and see you around another day. Okay, guys. Bye.
All right,
Coach,
guys.
see
Have a
you
good
around.
one.
Have a good one.
All right, Johnny.
See you around, dude.